go to Texas.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Texas, the big state and all
One
that.
trip to Texas. Spurs?
Spurs, yeah.
San Antonio Spurs. Pop.
You know what I mean?
You know, acquisition of Pau Gasol.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out in Chicago. He was very clear that he wants to stick around, depending on how it went. It didn't go well. He was out of there. Obviously, with the retiring of Tim Duncan, obviously Powell is not going to give you Tim Duncan's presence on the defensive end, but as we know, Powell is someone, as we lamented many times, the nature of his game is a finesse game.
Yeah.
So his age almost isn't a problem.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? He's going to give you pick and pop. He's going to give you that nice mid-range. He's one of the best passing bigs in the league. And even though he gets dogged a lot for his defense, by sheer default of his size, he can give you a block or two a game.
No doubt, no doubt.
And he can definitely alter a lot of shots.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not quick, he's a bit slow on the foot, but, you know what I mean, that's a good acquisition, along with LaMarcus, obviously.
Who needs to step up.
He does. He does.
Because I rate LaMarcus Aldridge and have for many a year.
Yes.
I like his game and the whole nine. We know adjustments and you know, you had Tim there and whatnot. And this season, LaMarcus Aldridge needs to show people what time it is.
Yeah, he needs to come through big time.
He does. Seriously, because he is a big time player.
Yeah.
And this is more like, you know, you're seeing the emergence, or at least they hope, the emergence of the new Spurs.
Yes, with the whole Leonard.
Right, exactly. Kawhi, LaMarcus. So both of them need to step it up a notch to show people that, listen, this is what it really is now.
Yeah.
We deserve to take on that mantle, that responsibility.
Yeah.
We're worthy.
Yeah, that's right.
It's about that time now.
Patty Mills and them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Manu and TP, they still got a little something left. How much is to be decided and to be seen. They've also aged their game gracefully and made certain changes with their style of play. And Pop being the genius he is, they've kind of made those adjustments as an organisation to kind of start to, as you just said, bring in the new school Spurs alongside, as the old school Spurs are kind of like just fading out but still being productive. One person I love with the Spurs, his game, is Jonathan Simmons. And what I like about Jonathan Simmons is, for a long time, Spurs have been seen as that good, solid, fundamental, but boring team.
Yes.
And Jonathan Simmons gives you some excitement.
Yeah.
Jonathan Simmons is a skywalker. He plays with a certain energy and ferocity that you don't usually associate, and we haven't associated with the Spurs. And I like how he's able to do that while still being within the ethos of the Spurs. And it kind of really shows you like a little insight into the new school Spurs, how they can have that and still have their fundamental passing and fundamental game. So that's actually good to see. Who else is there? As I mentioned,
well, they got who was there, innit? So you know, you still got your Danny Greens.
Danny Green, he, as you mentioned that. Just a quick pause there. Last year he had a down year with his shooting. I was reading an article, interview where he was saying he doesn't want to make excuses, but he did actually have an eye condition that a lot of people know about, and he had I don't quite remember, I think it's called LASIK.
Oh, LASIK, the surgery.
LASIK. He had a surgery to correct that. And you know, I commend him for not wanting to make excuses. But I mean, if you're a shooter
and you can't see,
do you know what I mean? I'll give you a pass. You know what I mean? So he says that's sorted out now, and he's much improved. So I expect to see Danny Green return and build on.
He has been,
which is key for them. They need him to knock down those threes, point blank,
for sure,
especially in today's NBA. So him alongside the rest of the team, and also let's not forget, Kawhi Leonard bangs threes.
Listen, he does.
You know, he is the claw, and he is this crazy defensive guy, but he's both sides.
Yes, he
and
does.
his offensive game, both going to the rack and banging outside perimeter shots and mid-range, is kind of crazy. So, again, Spurs are always a contender. They're always in there. They're always going to win more than 50, 55 games or whatever. and they're a contender. You can never rule out the Spurs.
Right, they still got David Lee, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, David Lee is there. So they're a team that what they got? Patty Mills, obviously Manu, obviously TP. Who other guards? What other guards are there?
DeJounte Murray.
Oh, DeJounte Murray went there. Right, okay.
Yeah, right. So they've got some guys I'm not actually aware of, but I don't know who.
Oh, Dwayne Dedman.
Who is Guarino?
I actually don't know. And I'm not sure if that is because at the moment there's a lot of pre-season acquisitions that are not going to be around. They will be getting cut to the 15, to the minimum 15. Yeah. I'm not sure. But Dwayne Dedman, he was a centre at, I think it was Magic last year, who had a bit of a kind of a breakout off the bench type of centre.
And clearly they don't need any big men.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see if he carves out a spot. For some reason, I think he actually signed prior to the pre-season thing. Yeah, so, but, we'll see what happens. But he looked promising last year coming off the bench for Magic in the centre. He was a bit of a, raw, who's this guy? Okay, and doing this consistently. So we'll see what happens. But again, can't rule out the Spurs.
Okay, keeping it Texas.
We're rolling straight into the Rockets.
Yeah.
The Rockets, the beard, fear the beard, James Harden.
And his new kicks and all of that.
His new kicks, which are awful. But he himself, one of the top offensive players in the league. And we have to mention this at the top. Mike D'Antoni, new coach, new system.
Yeah, man.
James Harden playing the point in D'Antoni's system. Distributing the ball. I mean, he has the ball a lot in his hands anyway. Patrick Beverley, happy as I listened to a good podcast with him the other day on JJ Reddick's podcast, which is very good.
Yeah.
I check out his and Woj on the Vertical. Shout out to them both because that's quality class podcast material there. But Patrick Beverley was talking about how he's comfortable, with the Antonio system and being who he is as a lockdown defending point guard and doing what he does. I expect them to be horror with the acquisition of Ryan Anderson, one of the truest stretch fours in the game, who is very consistent, and also Eric Gordon.
Yeah.
Again, very consistent outside, great player, great scorer, great shooter. I think with Dwight gone in D'Antoni's system, with some people saying they can't see Harden playing the point. For me, I can kind of see that because he has the ball in his hand anyway.
For me, the whole Harden at the point thing, in a sense, is kind of like semantics.
I was going to say, it's very much part of this new school position-less basketball. It's not really like point guard like James Harden's going to be CP3. No. We're in the era of the positionless basketball where you have Draymond Green playing 4 or 5 positions. You have stretch 4s, even stretch 5s. You have ball handlers who could be combo guards or wing players. Now, so we're transitioning more into positionless basketball, and it's from that perspective. James Harden's a lot of the time,
he's been the de facto point guard, essentially in terms of what you're doing on the court. So let's not get too caught up in the positions
stuck on
and
that.
But it's looking just down their whole roster and that. Like I said, Ryan Anderson, Trevor Reeves are still there. I've always admired his game. Corey Brewer.
Champion too.
Yep, straight.
Corey Brewer,
Yeah, Clint Capella, who he has stepped up various levels.
He took a big step last year and he's set to take another step.
Again, you see what I'm saying? And then they got some nice little young pieces out there, Yeah, in fact, they got a lot of young pieces. I'm looking, 22. Clint Capella, Sam Decker, Tyler
KJ McDaniels.
KJ McDaniels, you see what I'm saying?
Guy.
So,
KJ.
Oh, is that Nene?
Yes! Hilarious.
Nene hilarious.
Hilario,
for real.
He's there. And also, from pre-season, he's looking more comfortable and more consistent than he was at the Wizards. He kind of had a bit of a dip and a bit of an up and down kind of time at the Wizards. He's looking a bit more comfortable for so far anyway at the Rockets. So
for sure. And, you know, yeah, they do have a lot of young players. And they got GP2.
Yes, I noticed that. Well,
and then you were saying to me earlier, Pablo.
Yes. You know, Pablo Prigioni, mate.
Does his thing, you know what I'm saying?
He's 175 years
old. He's 175 years old, but
he's showing no signs of slowing down. He's still doing exactly what he's always done. He's still extremely efficient, a reliable knockdown shooter, a great point guard. And you know what? More power to him, man. You know what I mean? Like, Pablo's doing the thing.
Listen, this year, he's nearly getting $1 million. That's the life of Pablo. That is the life of Pablo.
Pablo, Kanye West, Prigioni.
Straight up and down.
Nah, he's doing his thing, man. More power to Prigioni, man. Like, yeah, he's doing his thing.
Who else? So we've got Texas. Okay, so where we going? Boom. We did Spurs. The Rockets. Cubano's here,
and the Mavs. Now, you know, let me just start on a slight down note. Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
The idea is that at the Mavs, he's going to consistently be the top end of his potential that he showed elements of at the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's not going to happen, and I get a lot of shit right. I do.
Yeah.
But when I do get things wrong, I'm the first person to say, hands up, I was wrong, blah, blah, blah. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first person to do that again. But I just don't see that. I just don't see.
I'm very dubious.
I'm very dubious,
yeah,
Lord.
So I'm very dubious.
Funk dubious. And even looking at so far, boy, man's, you know what I mean? He ain't looking.
He needs more people. Okay,
yeah, man. Let's see what happens, but
okay,
it just is not looking likely. Yeah. Obviously, Dirk has decided to stay on, which is good. He's doing his thing. But who I do like for the Mavs is, you got it there, is, what's his name? Justin Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, yeah. Okay.
Young, energetic, confident, strong, future type of guy. You know what I mean? Very impressive his season last year, and expect him to build on that. He turned a corner in his career, and expect him very much to build on that. Now, they still got man like Deron Williams.
Yeah, they've got pieces.
Who has been up and down and did show certain flashes last year.
Quick flashes, yeah.
But again, we'll see what happens with that. I'm a little bit more optimistic.
I know what I want to see, because I haven't seen him, actually physically seen him thus far, because for a few years he was carrying a couple extra hamburgers on him.
Yeah.
And I want to see, like, how, you know what I'm saying, how lean does he look, and how's he moving? How do you look? And just how are you aggressive? How are you attacking the game?
Yeah.
You know? So I want to see that before I pass judgment on him, because we know there's one Deron Williams and there's another Deron Williams.
Yeah, exactly.
Which one are you going to see?
Yeah, poles apart, man.
So, I hear that.
Obviously, Chandler Parsons is gone, which is why you've got that opening for, as you just said, the Harrison Barnes. Who else? I even wrote this down. Seth Curry. Once again, I predicted this as well. Now, because of the magnitude of his brother, a lot of people dog Seth Curry. A lot of people speak ill about Seth Curry. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form trying to suggest that he is on the level of his brother. But from when he was at Golden State, I saw something in him. I said, you know what? Seth Curry can ball. When he went to the Kings, he cemented a bit more of his legacy. And I thought, you know what? No, man. Seth Curry, he's serious. This guy can really play. And can really shoot well as well. I expect great things from Seth Curry. I think he had a massive game the other day. I expect nothing less than continual development and climbing from Steph Curry. I think he's a quality, class, solid player. He's got a good permanent guaranteed contract, and I think a lot of people are going to continue, because it's happening already, continue to be surprised and impressed with Steph Curry. But once again, people that, Steph Curry, once again, people have his brother in their head, and because of that, they automatically kind of downplay him.
Yeah.
But don't front on Steph Curry, man. No. Don't front on Steph.
No, I concur. I do.
Serious player. The only gripe I have with Steph Curry is he shouldn't wear number 30. Your brother wears number 30.
Why
don't wear number 30. Just wear a whole next number. But for whatever reason, you want to wear 30, whatever.
Yeah, for real.
But I think that aesthetically adds to the paradigm. Because people are,
of course,
people are like
us.
us.
Yeah. They don't look beyond that.
They're not, exactly.
There's basically, there's a Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wears the same number.
He wears the same number.
And he's not as good. He's rubbish.
Yeah.
That's what people do.
Yeah.
And they don't actually look, oh, hold on a minute. No, you're a quality player. You're serious.
Yeah. So I don't expect nothing crazy from the Mavs at all. But at the same time, they do have serviceable. Look, if I even go down their roster, they've got serviceable pieces. You know, look, who we got here. Obviously, we know
my guy.
Well,
Quincy AC.
Yeah. What? Quincy ME.
Quincy, as I said earlier, there's certain guys in this league who no one ever talks anything about that I tend to have a special connection and affinity for their game. Quincy AC, one of them.
No, for sure.
Hard worker, hustle,
energy,
10 times, loads of effort and energy, and is one of the most energetic and fun guys to watch when he dunks. I love Quincy AC's dunks.
Hilarious.
Check out Quincy AC's dunks.
Yeah, it's like every dunk as well.
Yeah, seriously.
You know, Quincy AC, we just mentioned Seth Curry, Devin Harris, you know, he's been about, good player. We don't know what Wes Matthews is going to really be. We know about his talent and, you know, what he should be. We don't know what he's going to be, and obviously he got injured and stuff.
Hopefully after the injury he comes back and can pick up on what got him that deal in the first place when he left the Blazers.
Yeah, so we see, but yeah, I don't expect nothing crazy out of them. They do try to, they're sneaky, they do try to kind of be around that 8th spot, even when they're not even doing anything.
Which is commendable in the West.
For sure. Yeah. And you know, and they've got quite a good a solidified structure overall.
Yes.
From
Rick Carlisle.
Right, I was gonna say from Cuban down to Carlisle, just the whole setup.
Yeah.
So, you know, it could be something. But there you have it. Texas.
Yeah. There's only 3 days left.